Good morning, my beautiful people. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are doing well today. Forgive me, I just got out the tub and got dressed and literally slicked my hair back in a bun, and that was it. I have actually wanted to do this video for a while, and it's probably going to end up being a short because it's just a question. But then I have to go back and kind of give a little background, so it might not be a short. Okay. Alrighty. This is going to sound crazy. This is mostly for my believer friends, but I've heard quite a few non-believers in the last few years, like 2 or 3 years, saying that they feel like something is off. And I'm not necessarily talking about the future. I'm talking about the present right now. No doubt, I mean, a lot of you already know we are in the middle of a spiritual warfare. There's always been spiritual warfare, but it has amped up unlike anything I've ever felt before in my life. This is going to sound so corny. I come from a long line of seers. When I say seers, I don't mean any kind of witchcraft or anything like that. No. My family, both on my mother's side and my father's side, are hypersensitive to spirits as far as seeing things or feeling things or what have you. There have been several instances in my life where I've seen things both with and without my parents. The first time, and I think I've told this story, maybe I haven't. First time I ever saw anything in the spiritual realm, although I didn't realize that because I was so young. I was 18 months old, and you know how your kids have an imaginary friend, right? Well, my imaginary friend was about 10 feet long, white with red eyes. I had an imaginary snake. And, you know, my parents, they didn't really think anything of it. Simply because kids have imaginary friends, duh. Until one day, and I specifically remember this day. I was with my mom at her job, and the people she worked for, they were at work and school and everything. It was just me and her. And we were coming through the swinging door, coming from the butler's pantry into the dining room. And she held the door open for me and then walked behind me, and then she let the door go. And I started screaming bloody murder. And she's like, "Lisa, what's wrong?" I said, hold the door open, hold the door open. And she's like, "Why?" And I said, "Because you almost crushed my snake." When I tell you I saw this snake, I mean, this snake used to follow me around. I still remember what my snake looked like. That is when she got a little upset about it, but she didn't say anything to me. And apparently that night when they got home and after they had put me to bed, because 18 months, come on, you don't put your kid in bed around 7:30 or so. Her and my dad discussed it, apparently prayed over it, because I never saw that snake again. And it didn't even bother me that I didn't see it again. But anyway, like I said, my mom and I have seen quite a few things together while we're out. I've seen several things on my own by myself. At one point when we lived in Atlanta, Georgia, and this is after my parents died, my husband and I, we lived in Atlanta, Georgia, and in one particular apartment, I don't know why, but you know how some places just are more spirit what's the word? Attract spirits more than others. In this particular apartment, I just started getting things so bad, and started getting attacked so badly, that I seriously prayed for God to remove my spiritual sight from me, and He did. He did. I was seeing too much. Like, it was about to drive me nuts. And I know I'm going around about this story. I finally felt comfortable within the last 10 years to ask for Him to restore my sight. And He has. Now, just because He took my sight did not mean that I couldn't feel Him. I could still feel Him. But, yeah, I about 10 years ago, little less than 10 years ago, I was like, okay, Lord, I'm getting to where I need to be, because I'll never fully be there, but I'm getting to where I need to be spiritually, and have complete faith and trust, and our relationship is stronger than ever. Okay, you can give me my sight back. And like I said, He did. I said all that. Y'all know me, come on. I said all that to say, well, to ask a question. Have you noticed things? Now, when I say we're in a spiritual warfare, this is, like I said before, amped up unlike anything I've ever seen before or felt before. It's to where I can sit here and close my eyes and see things walking around, or, whatever. And it's strong enough to the point I almost expect to still see them when I open my physical eyes. I have always seen things out of the corner of my eye, the peripheral. That's getting way stronger than it ever has. At one point, we had 4 dogs. We're down to 1 dog now. But he's sitting over there, but I will see something move over here. And of course, when I look, there's nothing there. Or I'll see, because he has a blanket over here. He has 2 blankets. He has one over there and then one over here. And I'll swear, out of the corner of my eye, that thing is flapping. His blanket is flapping. And, without registering where he is, I'm thinking he's moving over there. I look over there. First of all, it's not moving. He's not even over there. He's over there on the other blanket. So, yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. I want to know, do you see stuff? Do you feel stuff? If you have ever been that person, is it more amped up for you, or is it about the same, or, whatever? It's just a curiosity thing. I'm just wondering, and no, I'm not losing my mind. I'm not even worried about that. And if you say I'm losing my mind, then yeah, you need to get your spiritual life straight. But yeah, just comment down below. Let me know if you are spiritual, or if you're spiritually sighted like that, and if you have things amped up for you, or has it been about the same, or has it actually digressed, or are you seeing things out of the corner of your eye, whether you're a believer or not? Okay. All right, yeah. Sorry about the roundabout story, y'all. It's just I have to give you a background in order to put it into context what I'm talking about. But Love you guys. Take care. God loves you so much. Keep prepping, keep praying, and I will see you next time.